Australia. Let's have a yarn about the state of our nation, because right now, it feels like we're stuck in a bad rerun of a soap opera nobody asked for. Anthony Albanese, our PM, our fearless leader, is out there turning Australia into a global B-lister, waving politely while the world's heavy hitters play hardball. Meanwhile, back home, he's rewriting what it means to be Australian, and let me tell you, it's not the script we signed up for. So, grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's unpack this mess. If you're as fed up as I am, hit that like button like it just doubled your electricity bill and called it progress. Subscribe if you're done with the spin cycle. And check the links below for the Make Australia Proud Again merch. Wear it to your next Barbie or when you're yelling at the news. Let's start with the global stage. America's out there cutting trade deals faster than you can say bilateral agreement. Japan's in. South Korea's locked in. Even the UK's at the table, despite their own dramas. But Australia? We're like the kid who showed up to the party but forgot the invite. Albanese is standing on the sidelines, clutching our trade surplus like it's a golden ticket, hoping someone notices us. Spoiler, they don't. And what does our PM do? Shrugs it off like being ghosted by world leaders is just another Tuesday. Compare that to the Anzac spirit, mates who stood shoulder to shoulder with allies, no matter the cost. You think those blokes at Gallipoli would have been cool with their PM playing Wallflower? Nah, they'd be spinning in their graves at the Australian War Memorial. And don't get me started on the China situation. While Beijing's flexing in the South China Sea, building bases like they're auditioning for a Bond villain, Albanese's response is to smile and nod like we're all mates at a Barbie. Diplomacy's one thing, but this feels like rolling over and offering a belly rub. Where's the spine? We're sending unarmed planes to keep an eye on things, hoping China plays nice. Good luck with that, mate. Our sovereignty's on the line, and our PM's acting like he's auditioning for the UN's Most Agreeable Award. Meanwhile, our so-called ambassador's out there playing political piñata, swinging at shadows while Albanese lets him run the show. Contrast that with Peter Dutton, who actually had ties with the Trump crew. But no, the Liberals chickened out during the U.S. election, scared off by media noise, and now we're left with zero leverage. Just a trade surplus and a weak handshake. But it's not just foreign policy where we're fading. Back home, Australia's turning into a place we barely recognize. Free speech? It's on life support. We've got an e-safety commissioner acting like a digital dictator, flagging posts and scrubbing opinions faster than you can say or well. And get this, they're not just policing Aussies. They're trying to tell Americans what they can post online. Canberra's got more audacity than a seagull stealing your chips. This isn't about safety, it's about control. Question the government? You're a problem. Post a spicy meme? You're a threat. Albanese calls it protecting the community. I call it a muzzle with extra steps, and let's talk about the cultural rot. Cricket Australia, our bloody national sport, canned Australia Day matches. Not because of scheduling conflicts, but because they're terrified of a few angry tweets calling them out. Respectful, they say. Respectful to who? Not the millions of Aussies who love this country and want to crack a cold one to celebrate it. This isn't inclusion, it's erasure. Our history, our pride, our identity, it's all being sanded down to fit some sterile, woke checklist. And Albanese? He's either cheering it on or too busy with photo ops to notice. Schools are no better. Kids are learning more about climate guilt and identity politics than how to read a damn book. Literacy rates are tanking, but don't worry, your 12-year-old can lecture you on decolonization. That's the Albanese legacy, a generation taught to apologize for being Australian. Then there's the economy. Remember the promises? Cheaper bills, affordable homes, a fair go for all. Yeah, right. Rents are through the roof. Groceries cost more than a night out. Interest rates are a roller coaster. And the Reserve Bank's playing blindfolded. Meanwhile, Albanese is jetting off to climate summits, preaching net zero while China's emissions make ours look like a backyard bonfire. Mines are shutting down, farmers are drowning in red tape, and Trot Eyes can't afford to keep the lights on. His big plan? A housing scheme that won't deliver for years. Mate, families are living in tents now. Where's the urgency? Where's the leadership? All we get is recycled speeches about working families that sound like they were written by a chatbot with a thesaurus. And don't forget the voice referendum. $300 million down the drain to divide the nation and deliver nothing but resentment. Albanese knew it was a lost cause. The polls screamed it. But he plowed ahead anyway, more worried about his legacy than the country's unity. Now he acts like it never happened. That's not leadership. That's dodging accountability like it's an Olympic sport. And when you call him out, he cries, misinformation, and sicks his censorship squad on you. This isn't democracy. It's a PR campaign with handcuffs. So, what's Albanese stand for? Appeasement abroad, control at home, and a whole lot of nothing when it matters. He's not leading Australia. He's managing a slow fade into irrelevance. The Liberals aren't much better, too spineless to fight back, too scared to rock the boat. The media? They're too busy polishing Albanese's halo to notice the country's crumbling. And us? We're letting it happen, lulled by slogans and promises that never deliver. But here's the thing. We don't have to take it. Australia's better than this. We're the country of mateship, of standing tall, of not backing down. So let's get loud. Call out the spin. Demand answers. Talk to your mates, your family, your neighbors. Don't let them rewrite who we are. If you're still with me, if you're still fired up, grab the Make Australia Proud Again shirt from the link below. Wear it to the pub, the servo, or the next protest. Slap that like button like it just raised your taxes for another climate conference. Subscribe if you're done with the